What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, just very quickly, before we go ahead and hop into the topic of today's video, I am going to be going ahead and streaming the brand new season that is dropping today, pretty much right now, in Battlefield 2042. So if you guys want to go ahead and catch me live stream this new season, give my live impressions of what it's all about, and get a little, advanced head start of, how I'm feeling about the overall, like I said, season before I make my video for the day after, then by all means, tune into my live stream. I do it over on Twitch. The link to that is down in the description of this video, and usually I start around 11 a.m. Eastern time, and we go for like maybe 4 or 5 hours. So there's, a little bit of time in between that you might be able to catch it. But funny enough, on the day of the brand new season in Battlefield 2042, I'm going to go ahead and discuss a game that was basically titled as the Battlefield Killer. Now, personally, I don't really think it's going to take out Battlefield personally. I think Battlefield and also the finals will be able to live side by side pretty nicely. But the reason that a lot of people are titling this game the Battlefield Killer is because a bunch of ex-DICE developers are working on this project, and as you can see with your own eyes, they are putting a massive, maybe I shouldn't even use the word massive, that's nothing. This is just a ridiculous level of destruction in a game. And I do understand the graphics might not be, I shouldn't really talk too much upon that until I actually play the game for myself. But from the looks of it, I feel like Battlefield is going to be a game that is harder to get some good performance out of consoles and also even top tier PCs, to bring that type of destruction into that game, along with also the massive scale, can be a bit hard. But in the finals, it's going to be more small scaled. I believe it's going to be like 3v3v3 or something of that sort, or it's multiple different teams of like 3 or 4. So it's a lot more space to make sure that it's polished off and it actually performs, which allows them to go ahead and present us with this type of destruction. Now, again, I don't know if this is just showcasing, the best of the best. Who knows? Because that's what developers do best nowadays. They can showcase a game like it's perfection, but when it's finally time to get hands-on, it's a whole different world. So we'll see. But by the way it looks, the destruction looks absolutely insane. And that is the exact reason why everybody went ahead and claimed that this is the Battlefield Killer. But like I said, I think that both will be able to live side by side. I just wanted to go ahead and put together this video because I am personally extremely excited about this project, and I'm glad to see that it's still pushing along. It was a certain period of time where it was just nothing being said, nothing on social media. I didn't have any idea of what's going on behind the scenes. Really, the people who are able to play this game are very exclusive. Behind the scenes, nothing is being said, probably top tier content creators more than likely. So nobody really has any hands-on, and nobody has really any personal information. It's not like X-Defiant where, the closed beta has been getting more open and more open and more open, and you can go around on the internet and see different opinions here and there. No, the finals has been kept very low-key, personally. So yeah, I was a tad bit worried because I wanted to see what these ex-DICE employees could actually do and if they could pull off something with insane, absurd destruction, because there's not really many arena games out there that take advantage of destruction. I love destruction personally, and COD almost went in that direction. Remember Call of Duty Ghost, where they started to add those, little fidgets that allowed you to explode walls and do certain things, and they added in stuff like earthquakes that would change the environment, evolution, and all that. They kind of stepped foot in there in that territory, but they didn't perfect it. Obviously it wasn't great. It wasn't the best thing in the universe, but it needed work, and obviously they didn't push further with it, so they never took advantage. Is there any other games out there? I'm sure a lot of you guys can go down in the comment section and name certain games that have a decent amount of destruction in a fast-paced arcade environment, but realistically, this looks very unique to me, and I am just stupidly excited to go ahead and get hands-on. But after a decent wait, we finally got some official information from the team working on the finals, saying that the closed beta will be live on March 7th. So yes, anybody who has Steam installed, you can go ahead and basically sign up to see if you can get access into the closed beta. Now, I do want to make it very clear that not everybody is going to get in, and just because you sign up doesn't mean that 1010% you're going to go ahead and be able to try out this game. But I would say, personally, give it a shot. The earlier, the better. Maybe you'll have a better chance. And why not? It doesn't hurt, right? At least you'll be able to try out something different, something unique, especially during a time where games are so dry. And even though there is new content coming out for stuff like Halo and Battlefield 2042, I think it's really good to expand your horizon and try out different content, different games, and keep things fresh. It keeps you interested in gaming, and it allows you to see that there are other games out there and other teams who do care about you. Cough, cough, the Call of Duty crowd. There are other places that care, I promise you. But I do still want to say this. Even though this looks really fun, I'll be honest, I think this looks like a blast. At the same exact time, I really hope they expand and give us some different styled modes, even though it does sound unique to have multiple different teams versus one another. And, that's happened in other games. It's not like this is, a brand new concept having this many teams versus one another. The whole game mode itself might be unique in its own way, but that, it's something that we've tried before. It's not like it's bad or anything, but I just hope that that's not the only direction that they will take. Because seeing destruction like this in a game that looks so arcadey, like, obviously they're X-Dice developers, and you would think that this would be pointed more towards, the Battlefield crowd, especially with the destruction. But the way that I look at the speed of the game itself, the gunplay, the action, it looks like it could definitely, cater to Call of Duty fans as well. And both COD and Battlefield fans do enjoy game modes that offer a little bit more players, on each team and not just having multiple different teams scattered across the board. It would be great to see stuff like maybe 6v6 or even, having Battlefield style modes. If it can, of course, support it. If it can't support it, then completely scratch it. If they just want to keep it completely in the arcade zone, 6v6 is perfect. Even maybe, 7v7, 8v8, I don't know, try whatever. Just having that style would really add to the longevity of the game because it would allow multiple different people, multiple different personalities to still enjoy the experience. Now, this is where I am a tad bit worried because since the game from the ground up was designed around this specific game mode, having multiple different teams, then I don't know if this will work at all, but the map designs do look simple enough. Well, not simple, obviously, because of the frickin' destruction across the board, but, they showed a couple of overviews of the maps that they have here, and it looks like, it could still be balanced out pretty nicely within 6v6. Nothing is impossible. Nothing in the world. We've been proving this time and time and time again with so many different development teams, so many different games, that it just comes down to whether they want to do the work or not. It's as simple as that. We have always wondered what's possible and what's not possible, in game development as just a regular consumer. We've always been trying to pinpoint what they are capable of doing and what we should complain about, but they really are capable of doing a lot. We've seen complete makeovers, complete remakes of games that just turned out bad and they had to overhaul these things. We've seen it done before. It can be done if they want to put forth the work. And I think this team is willing to put forth the work because I don't think this is, something that is so drastically big that it can't be implemented unless they got the egos of like the Infinity Ward devs and they just can't make this change. But I definitely think that they can go ahead and do this. And that would be fantastic, like I said, across the board, because then everybody can go ahead and partake in this experience. But that's really the only worry that I have for this game, to be honest with you guys. I'm just excited to give it a shot. I want them to have maybe progression. I don't want them to follow the same horrible live service method. I mean, obviously it's going to be live service, but don't drip feed us anything. Don't torture us. Don't overprice the store. If this game turns out free to play, then I understand you need to make your money somewhere. But my goodness, some games charge like 30, 40, 50 bucks for a bundle. And that's just absurd for online gaming. I'm telling you, I don't know why any developer doesn't take this, but I promise you, if things were more correctly priced, people would cough up more cash compared to seeing stuff that is just massive, like a huge bundle that's worth a massive amount that you're only going to use one thing out of. It's just such a weird concept. So hopefully these things fall in line. But other than that, I mean, God, the game just looks like a blast. So ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead. Like I said, sign up for the closed beta. Give it a shot. I'm going to be there. I don't know what the NDA is going to be about this stuff. I don't know if we're going to be able to record stuff, talk about it. We'll see when the time gets. I'm sure I can talk about it, but we might not be able to show footage or stream it and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, at least you all will be notified when this goes live and you can potentially try it for yourself and see with your own eyes. But as always, go down in the comments section, leave your opinions on what you think of the footage that you saw here. I'm just running back the trailer that they've been showcasing to us. And, let me know if you want to go ahead and try out this closed beta, or if this is going to be something that is completely irrelevant to you, and you're just going to stick with Battlefield, stick with COD, stick with the Rainbow, I don't know, whatever game that you're playing, and just completely avoid this one at all costs. But, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. Say hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe with that notification button. Also, want to chat me, this two-way do so. I have Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.